Before we dive in, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't want to miss the treasure we're about to uncover today. And stick around to the very end. You're going to want to see this. Imagine holding a piece of history right in your hand. Something so small, so ordinary, yet hiding a secret that could change your life forever. That's exactly what we're exploring today. A coin from South Africa, minted in 1965, the 2 cents piece. To most, it looks like any other old coin tucked in a drawer, but there's more here than meets the eye. Now, I know many of you watching grew up in a world where coins weren't just currency, they were memories. Perhaps you remember dropping coins into a fountain and wishing for something big, or the thrill of opening a pocket change jar and finding a shiny new penny. There's a connection between us and these small metal pieces. They tell stories, not just about money, but about the times they were minted in, the people who used them, and the hands that held them. The 1965 South African 2 cents coin isn't just a small, copper-colored disc. It's a piece of South Africa's history. Back then, the country was undergoing tremendous changes, politically, socially, and economically. Coins like these were part of everyday life, passed from hand to hand, from market stalls to family savings jars. But here's where it gets interesting. What makes this coin truly special isn't just the date or the material. It's the rarity. You see, minting processes back in the 1960s weren't as precise as they are today. Errors could slip through, and some coins were produced in smaller numbers due to limited resources or changes in design. Collectors, experts, and historians know that these variations can make a seemingly ordinary coin extremely valuable. And this 1965 South African 2 cents coin? It falls into that category. Now, before you start thinking this is just another coin story, let's talk about why this particular coin is turning heads in the collector's world. First, there's the material. Copper coins like this one are durable, yes, but they also age beautifully. A coin from 1965 that has survived in excellent condition is rare. Most coins from that era were circulated heavily, worn down, or lost entirely. Finding one in pristine shape is like discovering a time capsule. Second, the design. The coin features the iconic springbok antelope, a symbol that's etched into South African identity. That image, standing elegantly, represents not just the country's wildlife, but the pride and heritage of a nation. The craftsmanship is subtle but meticulous. When you hold it, you're holding artistry that traveled through decades. You're touching a moment in time. But here's the kicker. The real story lies in its scarcity. Only a certain number of these coins were minted in 1965, and over the decades, many have been lost, damaged, or melted down. That makes surviving coins extremely rare. And for collectors who know what to look for, rarity is everything. It's what turns a simple copper coin into a treasure worth far more than its face value. Now, let's get personal for a moment. Many of you watching likely remember your own collections, maybe coins, stamps, or even baseball cards. You remember the thrill of finding a rare piece, the excitement of knowing you had something others didn't. This 1965 2 cents coin taps into that exact feeling. It's not just about money. It's about discovery, nostalgia, and the joy of owning a piece of history. Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins like these because they represent more than metal. They're tangible pieces of the past. They're the stories of families, the journeys of nations, and the marks of eras long gone. Holding this coin, you're not just holding currency. You're holding a story that spans decades. And here's something that will really catch your attention. Experts have recently been studying rare South African coins from the 1960s, and the 2 cents piece from 1965 keeps appearing at the top of their list. Its combination of condition, rarity, and historical significance makes it one of the most coveted coins for collectors worldwide. It's a quiet piece of copper that carries immense weight in the numismatic world. Imagine being in possession of something that so few people have seen or even imagined. That's the power of this coin. Many people overlook coins in drawers or jars, thinking they're insignificant. But one glance at a piece like this, and you realize it's worth far more than pocket change. It's a key to the past, a collectible treasure, and yes, potentially a fortune. Now, I know you're curious about the value. It's only natural. After all, we've been building the story, the history, the rarity. So what does all of that translate to in real numbers? Brace yourself, because the value of a pristine, rare 1965 South African 2-cent coin is staggering. For collectors and investors who know its true worth, it can reach up to $75 million. Yes, you heard that right. $75 million for a coin that, to the untrained eye, might look like a simple piece of copper. This is the moment where history and fortune collide. Holding this coin isn't just about monetary value. It's about connection, legacy, and the thrill of discovery. It's about realizing that something you might have overlooked is actually a treasure beyond imagination. It's a reminder to look closer, to value the small details, and to recognize that even the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary worth. So, what can we learn from this? First, never underestimate the power of history. The past holds surprises, and sometimes they're hiding right under your nose. Second, pay attention to the details. Collectors know that tiny variations, minting errors, and condition make all the difference. Third, embrace curiosity. Seek out the stories behind the objects around you. They may just hold the key to incredible discoveries. And if you're feeling inspired right now, that's exactly the point. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who appreciates history, the 1965 South African 2-cent coin reminds us that treasures can be found anywhere. They don't have to be buried in the ground. They can be hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone with the knowledge, patience, and vision to recognize their value. So, the next time you come across an old coin, don't dismiss it. Look closer, examine the details, and ask yourself, could this be more than just metal? Could it be a story? Could it be worth millions? The 1965 South African 2-cent coin proves that even the smallest, most ordinary things can hold the greatest surprises, and that's why this coin is legendary. Not just for collectors, not just for investors, but for anyone who understands that history matters, that legacy matters, and that sometimes fortune hides in the most unexpected places. Remember, the 1965 South African 2-cent coin, a tiny piece of copper, a giant story, and a staggering value of $75 million. A treasure, a relic, and a lesson all in one.